WRLD either. Somebody wanted to talk about him, but I don't know what to say. I mean, it's really sad what happened to him. The only thing I will say though is that I really okay, when I get on, regardless of what it is, I really hope that I never become famous ever. But if I'm ever in a position where I do need, security around me or whatever, if I'm ever in a certain situation where I am vulnerable to get in trouble with the law, I would hope that I would have hired specific person or people who know that when shit gets hard, they need to step up, because at the end of the day, I'm the breadwinner out of everybody. And if I get locked up, we're all fucked. So I would hope that somebody from my team will take a fall. And that's why I feel like there's no fucking reason why Juice should be dead right now, because there's no reason why he should have felt that he had to swallow all those pills to avoid jail time. If I had Juice money, shit, I would have took the jail time.
I feel like it was deeper than that, because I read that he had a run-in with them before, and they had been watching him. So I feel like he was in a deeper game, and he got too deep in it, and he shouldn't have been in it, but at the same time, he wasn't ready to face those consequences. You know what I mean? I feel like he was I don't think he thought he was gonna die per se, but it doesn't make sense why somebody would have that much weed on them and be worried about a few pills.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he knew the weed was going to be a slap on the wrist, but the pills weren't. And that's why I feel like he felt the need to swallow them. But what I'm saying is there should be no reason why he would have felt the need to do that. He should have had people on his team. Like, and I'm not trying to sugarcoat his drug use as if that was okay or nothing, because at the end of the day, a lot of these rappers really do need to stop with the drug use, especially, what's his name? Lil Baby. You know who is Lil Baby? Who is the one that goes out with the really pretty girl named Jada Amore?
I think that is Lil Baby.
Is that Lil Baby?
I think
the one that goes out with Jada Amore. Well, which one goes out with Jada Amore, he fucking eats so many fucking Percocets. He looked like he make his animal crackers fight each other. Like he admits that he takes Percocets.
I mean, they be taking Percs and shit.
But it's just like, bro, like, there's like a whole bunch. There's a fucking problem right now. So I'm not trying to be like, oh, I mean, taking drugs is cool, but you should always have a right-hand man to take the fall. But what I'm saying is if you're the breadwinner amongst a fucking system of people, I would hope that somebody knows if anybody's getting locked up, it cannot be him. Like, yeah. And I feel so bad that this happened. And then I also try to put his age into perspective as well. Like, he ain't never said shit. We ain't never touched that much money. Like, I can't imagine being 21 touching as much, touching Juice WRLD money.
I probably, like, bro, at 21 years old, I would have been doing the same shit. But instead of 3 guns on that plane, there would have been like 12 guns on that bitch. I would have fucking, man. Shit, I don't think I would have had 70 pounds of weed though. I mean, that shit is just like, that's too much weed to just be flying around with, nigga. Cause it's like, bro, are you moving? Like, like once you get in that area, once you get in federal jurisdiction, it's fucking federal. Like, and that's a better prison, but the feds have a high ass conviction rate, bro. They will fuck you. They're like Japan, like you were telling me earlier, how niggas get. So fucking with the feds is basically like doing crime in Japan. If you get caught, you're going to fucking prison. That's just what it is. So I feel like Lil Bruh did not want to go to prison, but I mean, shit, maybe
I don't even think he would have went. I don't.
Oh, he would have went. He would have got indicted.
I don't know. Like, all conspiracy shit aside, like, from the bare minimum of what we can see, is that there were drugs in his possession. What does anybody say that they're going to do when a cop pulls up when you got drugs? Yeah. Eat it.
But you can't eat the 70 pounds of weed.
No, you can't. I get it. But out of everything, the pills are a more charge, because obviously he has prescription medication.
They're not more charged though, because his charge he was going to get, and this is not, I'm not a fucking lawyer, but if you think about it, once you take any drugs up in there, they don't give a fuck what it is, bro. You got conspiracy to traffic narcotics, basically. That's that federal fucking charge, and you're gonna get time based on what the fuck they think. If he plead out, he would have went for at least 10 years. All them boys would have.
Bro, he got money. He got lawyers. That's what I'm saying.
They don't give a fuck about that when you're trafficking drugs. When you're rich,
he ain't selling. That's all he had to do was prove that he was not selling.
It's real hard to fucking prove that you're not selling weed.
Not when you're an artist on tour.
Nigga, when you have 70 pounds, that's like fucking 3 Spodies worth of weed, bro. Like, you're not smoking that.
It's way worse to get caught with pills than weed.
Nah.
It's way worse.
Because what we're not even thinking about is the fact that if the feds come to fucking raid your fucking plane, bro, they already know what you got on that bitch.
Think of it this way. If you had a blunt in your car versus having Xanax in your car.
A fucking blunt is way different from 70 pounds a week. Once you have over...
I know, but I'm just trying to show you on a small scale. So imagine it on a big scale. Even though comparison to all that weed, I get what you're saying. But think of it this way. How many people are on that plane? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's so easy to just be like, oh, this is all our shit. But when it comes to those pills, and then you also have to think he's a celebrity. Juice WRLD's not one of those celebrities, or as if I know, because I'm not a Juice WRLD fan. Maybe you can correct me. But I've never seen Juice WRLD say anything like glorifying any type of pill usage. Like, I've never seen him say he pops bars. I've never seen him say he pops perks. Like, if anything, and then lucid dreams, I know we as adults, we see it, we hear the nostalgia, but kids like Juice WRLD the same way kids like Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty do drugs, but you get what I'm saying? I genuinely feel like he panicked. Like, I feel like he panicked.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, I just feel like he panicked and was just like, fuck it. Like,
see, that's what happens when you get into that shit and you're not built for it, or you don't know.
Somebody
what the fuck
said pills are legal. Not here. If you don't got no prescription, I don't know where you at, but in America, if you don't got no prescription for no pills,
fuck the pills though, bro. We're not talking about a dime sack. We're not talking about an ounce.
Yeah.
We're not talking about fucking a pound. We're talking about 70 fucking pounds of weed. It doesn't matter if you would have had 100 fucking pills. It don't matter if you would have had 1,000, bro. This nigga, it doesn't matter what drug you have when you have that much. They're gonna look at you like a kingpin.
I didn't think of, like, where was he flying into?
Brother, I think they jammed him up in. I want to say they caught him, bro. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, like, where did they catch him?
It was either Chicago. He flew out of Chicago to LA, or vice versa.
So he flew into Chicago?
I'm trying to figure out.
Weed's not legal recreationally until like 2 weeks over there, so.
Bro, even if weed is legal in California, I highly doubt it's legal for you to travel in the airport with 70 pounds.
Yeah, a lot of people think just because weed is legal recreationally in certain places, like, unless you were there, like, immediately when it got legalized recreationally and there's, like, that gray area, there's very tight ground. Like, you're not even allowed to smoke a joint in public in California.
He was landing in Chicago from California. So he probably bought it in Cali.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
But nigga, you're still not getting away with 70 pounds of weed in Chicago. Right? Illinois, bro.
But think of it this way. That's way easier to talk about and be like, hey,
no, it's not.
I bought legal weed there. No, I'm saying, think of it from a lawyer perspective. Again, we're not lawyers, y'all, but just think of it. If I was a lawyer, I would easily, but I'm not, I would easily be like, yo, Juice bought legal marijuana in one space. Marijuana is about to be legal recreationally here in about 2 weeks. You just wanted to get set up. XYZ.
So weed is recreationally legal in Illinois.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right now, they're cracking down on it when it's like, they're cracking down on it in housing communities right now. There's like a problem in Chicago where they're kicking people out of their homes for smoking weed 2 weeks before the shit is legalized, like, legit everywhere recreationally in the state of Illinois. And it's just a lot of people are taking advantage of this gray area until it gets legalized, and they're penalizing a lot of people, and it's just a really, really big mess in Illinois right now. But I'm really glad that Florida and Chicago and Illinois are legalizing marijuana. Florida's still medically, but I'm really glad because these are both very violent states, and I'm really interested to see like where the crime rate is going to be at in the next 5 to 10 years once marijuana is legalized recreationally in both states, because right now in Florida it's only medical. But anywhere that they do medical, it's only a matter of time before it's recreational. Illinois is just one of those gems where they just, but
it says how much you can purchase here. It does not say how much you could fucking have. So I don't fucking know, man. If you ever
Illinois
have
is still
70
very gray
fucking
right
pounds in fucking Illinois.
That's what I'm saying. Like they might, the same way how your homie was talking about how he went to Cali right when it got recreational and everything was gray. That's exactly is what's going to happen to Illinois, because it happens to every state that goes recreational. Even Canada, once they went recreational, there is like that gray period where it's just like 420 crazy, like with everybody. Like there's that gray period until they get the rules set in place and the guidelines, and then that's when things start falling into play. So if I was his little lawyer, fairy tale pretend lawyer, I would have played that into effect too. But again, I really just feel like he panicked. I don't feel like it could have been, it just happened. I feel like it could have been prevented, but what happened. What happened.